Is going to present a set of chess puzzles for you guys to solve, and in each puzzle it's going to be involve either winning material or some type of checkmate. And in general, these 5 puzzles are going to get progressively harder and harder, but overall there will be a solution in each one where you have to consider all continuations. Okay, so we'll start with an easy one here, just a warm-up. So if you want to pause the video, just what you think and think about what you think is the best move here. So here's the solution here. White will capture this h4 pawn right here. Now black has the option of capturing either the bishop here or with the knight, but overall, whichever one combination he chooses, white is able to win, go up a piece up. So that previous puzzle pretty easy, and so now we move on to a little bit more difficult puzzle. So white is right now still winning up in material, and it's white's move to play. Can you find the move to finish off black? So here's the solution now. So what white's going to do, he's going to play this d5 bishop right here, and he's going to move it along this diagonal right here into g8 right here. Now black's option right here, first I'll note that this checkmate with this queen along this diagonal is coming. So what black must do, he has to capture either with this rook or block with this pawn. But in either scenario, whether black chooses to move this pawn forward or capture with this rook, white can go significantly up with material by winning over his queen. And even if black captures, we can now see it'll probably be a very easy victory for white coming up, being significantly up in material. So puzzle. So what is white's best move here in this position? I'll remind you again that in each position you either want to try to win material or try to force a checkmate. So what white is going to do here for the best solution here is white is going to take his d4 knight, and play right here to c6, threatening the queen. But that's not black's biggest threat right now. It's with this queen right here going down this long diagonal right here, threatening checkmate. Now for black here, really his options are very, very limited. Black could always move his king over, so he'd be able to guard this h8 square from the queen coming, but that would just lead to him losing this queen. And in this situation, black's options are significantly limited in what he can do, but overall he will be losing his queen in order to prevent this checkmate from coming. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these puzzles. For this puzzle here, it's white's move to play, and the only problem here white faces is that he can't promote this a7 pawn because his rook is blocking it. So what is the best solution for white here in order for him to finish off black? So for this solution, white's going to play his lightest rook over to c8 right here, which is a very, very powerful move here, because for one, it opens up a potential spot for a queen for white to promote this pawn. So how does black respond? Well, his options are significantly limited. Black could always come in here and check, but this is just delaying the inevitable. The king comes over here for safety, and really black's options are here really limited. But if black comes here and captures this a7 pawn, well, that's going to just end up him being down a rook now with this king sliding over and opening up this discovered check. No matter what black does, either he moves his king or tries to block with the rook, white is going up a piece of material and should face a pretty easy endgame. So for the 5th puzzle, this will be the hardest in the series, and in this one comes actually from the 1991 Santa Monica tournament between 2 grandmasters, Checkmate and Ashton. And it's white's move to play here. Do you see a very, very strong move for white in order to finish off black. So for the solution, white's going to take his queen right here and actually sacrifice it, capture this g6 pawn. Now let's see, what is black's best response here? Well, black could always capture with this pawn, but the weakness is the knight is coming in here and actually could checkmate, finish off black real quickly. So do you see a better move for black? How could black respond? Well, he has to take away this very powerful f7 square. So white's going to play his knight right here, take that square away. Well, white's going to go ahead and capture this next pawn, just gobble up more material. And what this move does, it's not just capturing this pawn, but what white wants to do is now have create space for this knight to come over here to g6 right here and checkmate the king. And in this position, black is significantly limited on his tactics defensively. There's really no response for black. Good luck whether black could move over this rook, over basically sliding it over to create space for this king to come over here. But either way, white is going to capture this king. If play continues here, the knight comes over here. The king now is forced to move. There's only one option here. Now white can come over here with capture this bishop, and now black still has to move his king because of a potential queen coming here to g8 and checkmating the king, so the king has to move over again. And really options are becoming very, very limited for the king, already being up in material, and in this position black resigns.